It's a turn on.
All right, it's recording.
Go ahead, Dre.
What's up, my nigga? Have a good night.
Wow. Nice language.
Something, man.
Nice language.
Thanks, Dre.
Have a good night.
Eloquent. There you go. There's Dre. He made an appearance on your show before he did on mine. I haven't seen him on the show in like a year. Or something like that.
So here we are in a No Name Yet podcast after quite a while.
In an underground bunker.
In an underground bunker.
Cannot be disclosed because India has been bombed and we're afraid.
I think it's Pakistan.
Yeah, one of them. Somebody got bombed.
Somebody got bombed.
Somebody got bombed. We were afraid, so we're in the bomb shelter eating MREs.
Yep. Eating MREs, drinking Coca-Cola, and
That's right.
Seagram seltzer.
That's what?
Seagram seltzer.
I don't know about. I don't like seltzer.
Mm.
Even in a nuclear apocalypse, I wouldn't drink seltzer. Even if that was the last thing.
Even if that's the last.
Even if the last thing, I wouldn't. I would just die.
So you would drink your own urine before you.
I would just die. I would just lay down and die. Once a week, I lay down and I go, okay, I think this is it. So I'm already prepared for that.
Okay.
About once a week, I go, oh, I feel like a pain or something or any kind of inconvenience, and I just lay down and go, okay, I think I'm ready to go. It never happens, but I'm ready. I just lay there prepared. But I never die.
So what if it's a slow death?
I'd be very upset, but I'm gonna die eventually, so it's gonna be over.
So you're just gonna, like, if the bombs are coming, you're just gonna go outside and lay down?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
that's what I would do. Yeah.
What's the chance of survival?
None.
And then when you do survive, what are you gonna do? It's not a video game. It's not gonna be fun.
Right.
You're not gonna walk around like it's Fallout and meet people and like advance to you're done.
Yeah, you're not gonna run
I
away from zombies.
I don't have fucking silver stored up in my ass where I'm gonna be bartering. I don't know how to farm. Everything's gonna be nuclearized. I won't be able to. I don't think I'd be able to travel out of the nuclear zone unless I'd be able to get into a car somehow.
No.
So the chances of me surviving are very slim to none. I'd rather just die quickly.
The only way that you could possibly survive and come up top is to have a bunker in which you would live out your long life of 40,000 years for all the radiation to dissipate. And then on your 40,052nd birthday, you could come out and enjoy the fresh air.
That'd be wonderful. That's how long it's going to take for Chernobyl to be?
Yeah, a lot of those radioactive, I think where they're called isotopes, have like half-lives of thousands of years.
So Japan, they got a long way to go because that was like, what, 2007 or 2011 when they got hit? Oh, those nuclear eruptors?
Fukushima?
Yeah.
That's still leaking. I mean,
they're cooked.
The clock hasn't even started yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad to hear. They're cooked.
Yeah. Well, we're cooked.
Well, we're all cooked.
I mean, it's leaking into the Pacific Ocean.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good. They can't use some kind of filtration?
They can't get near it.
AI filtration?
I don't know.
Why does Bill Gates do that? Why does he always do something dumb? He's always doing something. Oh, I'm gonna make lab-grown meat. Why don't you do something important like fix the water? He's always doing something stupid.
I don't know, because I don't think billionaires really care about everybody in the planet.
Over there making copy meat, like printer meat.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
They're gonna make.
What else does he do?
They're gonna make that for the masses. This is what I think, is that at some point, the billionaires are just going to wipe out a couple billion people.
And have AI robots doing whatever bidding?
Well, I mean, the less people that you have, the less things need to get done, number one. Yeah, robotics will probably come into it.
Well, you need to get stuff done. You need, like, slave jobs.
Yeah, they'll keep people around.
You clean the house. They're not going to do that. You need to make the beds. Who's going to teach the children? They're not going to do that. You can get AI to do that.
True. Yeah.
Somebody needs to wash their clothes. Somebody needs to drive them around, get them food. So you need all these jobs.
Hmm.
So AI is going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's what you is what you think. I don't think that's true. I think they still want human beings. Who are they going to control without human beings?
Well, I mean, there's 6 billion people on the planet. I mean, they get rid of 2 billion. I mean, there's still four
Oh, at
billion
least said they're going to
people.
get rid of everybody.
No, I said a couple
Well,
billion.
get rid of 2 billion people. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Like, really? It'd probably be awesome. Like, yeah, we can stretch our
And
legs out.
say it happens tomorrow,
Yeah,
and we're among those that we're allowed to live. They want to have us to eat, Franken food and insect protein.
yeah. Some
Uh,
people would be fine with that.
yeah.
People would be fine.
I mean, I hate to, sound like a complete conspiracy theorist, but apparently you can just go to the World Economic Forum website and read the white papers on all this stuff.
Oh, so it's out there
Yeah.
that this is their plan?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hope I'm not around for that. I don't want to eat. I mean, I'm comfortable eating bugs. I just don't. It's not preferable.
Wait,
Ants are the worst. If you're gonna eat them, do not eat ants. They're disgusting.
okay.
Anything else, I don't know. I've
I
had
thought
like,
you only ate insects for podcast content.
yeah, I would, but I'm saying like some of it's not that bad.
Uh-huh.
The grasshopper's not that bad,
Okay.
so like it'd be fine. You can do it,
Hmm.
but there's certain bugs like an ant. You don't want to eat that. You don't want to eat an ant.
So did you order ants and eat them?
Yeah, I ordered ants. I ordered a spider. I ordered a scorpion. Scorpion's good.
Okay.
Scorpion's good, and grasshopper. I don't remember what that tasted. I think it was fine. I think it was all right. It was like seasoned with something.
Uh-huh.
I'm not opposed to eating pretty much anything. I'll eat whatever. I just don't want to eat lab grown meat.
Right.
I don't want to eat lab grown food. If I'm gonna eat a goat penis, I want it to be real.
Uh-huh.
I don't want it to be fucking copied or
Okay.
AI molecules.
You don't want it to be 3D printed.
No, I want it to be real goat penis. I don't care. I have no
So
preference.
I'm sorry I was a little slow on the uptake in the beginning, like when you said that you would just lay down.
Yeah.
Like I flaked for a second there, and then when I came back, um, I asked you if what if it's a slow death, but you're just talking about taking the raw blast. Yeah.
Pause. No, I don't take no, no, no. I don't take raw blasts. No way. I don't take anything raw and I don't take blasts, bro. You're wild. You're wild. I'm about to walk out into the nuclear blast zone right now because I don't do none of that. No way.
Oh, that's perfect.
Pause that. Taking raw blasts. What?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So um we went bowling tonight.
We went bowling. I got 2 strikes.
Yep, I got I don't know, probably 4 or 5.
You did great. You did better than you did in needle dick bowling because I murdered you
Yes,
in needle dick bowling.
that's true. And by needle dick he means candlestick bowling.
The best bowling. Why is that not the more widely available bowling? It's literally better. I feel like it's better for everybody, for older people who have issues with like, mobility and children because it's all the balls are light. They're the same weight. You
Hmm.
get an extra turn. I don't know how that's not the more widely available and highly regarded bowling.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It's way better.
I know. I liked it. I'd like another chance at it
You got to
because
walk
most of my
around. You got to find the ball that you with a certain weight. You got to stick your fingers. The hole's too small, but the ball's the right size, and vice versa. It was annoying.
hmm.
It was annoying. I was annoyed.
Well, there was a time where a lot of people would bowl and maybe bring their own ball and
Yeah, if you're a nerd, you mean.
shoes,
Yeah, if you're a nerd,
I guess.
a bowling nerd, you polish it and you go home. Oh, I got 3 strikes. Yeah, nobody's doing that. Well, the people next to us were serious.
They were.
They came with bags of balls.
I know. I didn't. That's. I mean, in my mind, that's relatively new. I didn't know that people like brought
Oh, they were
a golf
serious.
bag full of bowling balls.
They were serious. It was like
Yeah,
a duffel bag.
yeah,
It was. I thought they were gonna come shoot the place up, and then they opened it, and it was just balls.
yeah.
And the girls, I mean, the form was insane.
Did you see the curve on the way that those girls
I didn't
balls
see that. I just
curved?
saw like their posture was like figure skaters.
Yeah, yeah,
Their legs were super straight, and
yeah,
it was just like graceful.
yeah. And it, well, when the ball went down the alley, I mean, it went over by the gutter and then it came back.
Wow,
They had
wow,
a nice
wow.
a nice
They were
curve
very
going.
impressive.
Yes,
Not like my
not
team.
no, not like our team.
No, 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 no.
No.
There was some. We had some moments. I don't think I ever got a strike in my life. I maybe once,
Hmm.
but today was wild.
Yeah,
I got a lot of gutters, but two strikes.
two strikes. And
I was very impressed.
we were bowling for Bethesda House, which is a non-for-profit in Schenectady, New York, that provides services to the homeless,
Right,
place for people to lay their heads at night.
right. You wouldn't know by looking at the t-shirts because the font is the same color as the shirt, so you won't know what it says. You think you might want to use a little contrast
Yeah,
when you make the t-shirts.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, so our my parish, the parish I serve at, uh, brought two teams. We raised $1,000 for Bethesda House. So that was a nice thing.
That was wonderful. The pizza was great.
Pizza was good.
I enjoyed the pizza. That's all I cared about. I really just went for the pizza and the sodas.
So it was nice to raise the money.
He's texting me. It's
Uh,
Justin.
it was nice to raise the
Oh, it's
money for
Chanel.
the homeless right before the nuclear Armageddon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just what they need. Just what we need. Perfect timing.
perfect timing.
Yeah.
So the No Name Yet podcast hasn't been on for a while. Uh, I've gone through
Because
because I've gone through a season of overwhelming work and busyness
you have your Apple Watch
between
on your wrist. That's why.
the church and work has been pretty intense.
Right.
Yeah, and so I've been going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning most nights, and I think it also will start simmering down. And I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing, but as everyone can see, this is an audio only podcast,
That's right. As you can hear.
as you can hear. Yeah. But I wanted to get at least an episode out.
When is the last time you checked your heart? How clogged is it, do you think?
Actually, much to my surprise, I had a very good checkup
Wow.
at the beginning of last week.
Your heart is not clogged.
Well, not
Did you
according to
check your chambers?
not according to the numbers.
Good. Good. I
My
probably have half the chambers clogged.
my cholesterol has continued to go down.
That's what I'm talking about.
My A1C is still borderline, but went down.
There we go.
The other numbers were good.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. That's
So
what I like to hear.
it was either God's intervention
Yep.
or a combination of the Metamucil and the supplements and the vegetable powder
And
that
the
I eat.
candy. And the
Well,
candy.
that's the thing. I mean, all I ate for like the first quarter of the year was candy,
Right.
and I figured he was going to tell me that I was a full-blown diabetic and you know
You're on.
say good morning to your toes every morning because it's not looking good.
Oh, you're on
But
borrowed time.
no, went in a positive direction.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Was this like you feel like you got a second chance?
yeah. It did make me
And
feel like I had a second
now you're
chance.
gonna shape up.
Now I have to shape up. Now I have to exercise. And if I drop some weight, there's no more requests that my doctor has of me.
And drop the workload.
But I gotta give a compliment to my doctor. Um,
You like the prostate exam?
no, I didn't get the prostate
Oh, I
exam.
thought you were gonna say he did a
Ac
good job.
no, no. Actually, there was a male nurse for the proctologist that I go to that made me feel extremely uncomfortable because it seemed like he really enjoyed doing the prostate
Did you go
exam.
back?
Well, I had to go back, but I went back and there was a female
It
nurse.
was
So,
different.
yeah,
Now, what if she finds it enjoyable? Does that change
that
it?
doesn't make me feel as uncomfortable.
Because she likes it? So you basically what you're saying is you'd let a woman peg you.
Well, I'm just saying, well,
That's what you're saying. You're saying that it's
that's not
not
what I'm
gay.
saying.
You're saying it's not gay because the woman is enjoying it. You know, this is where it starts. You're like you're dipping your toe into this world now. That's what you're doing. You're trying to justify it on the front end
Uh-huh.
so that like 2 years from now when you say it, it's like, well,
Well, we'll see. This is colonoscopy year. I need to get them every 3 years.
so why would it not make you more uncomfortable or the same level of uncomfortable if she's enjoying it? Because at the end of the day, you're still getting something in your rectum. Does it matter who it's from? I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, wouldn't you be the same level of
Well, I
uncomfortable?
wasn't thinking about it as intently
I
as
would
you
still be
are.
uncomfortable. I'll probably be a little less uncomfortable.
Yeah.
10% less.
Okay.
15. I still wouldn't like it though, but I'd be less uncomfortable. I mean, it's worse than if you hear a guy's voice behind you while you feel that. Better to hear a woman's voice, but it's not much better. It's not like, oh, like I'm comfortable now. You'd be comfortable with that?
Well, since it's about a 3 second exam, I
3 seconds is a long time.
uh-huh.
I know for a fact. A
Uh,
lot can happen in 3 seconds.
yeah, it is what about 8% of 40.
That's right. A lot can happen in 3 seconds. Hmm. I don't know. I might just like opt out of a colon exam.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
Like,
Um,
I just opt out of everything. I just don't even care.
well, I mean, as unpleasant as these exams might be,
Don't they
um,
put you under?
for the colonoscopy they do
Yeah, why?
because I
Then
don't.
you're all anesthesiaed up. Just stick it up my ass and let me walk out of here. Why do I got to go under the fucking
Well, no,
anesthesia?
the colonoscopy is not a 3 second exam.
They just stick something up your ass for like 15 minutes. They just look around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But why do they got to put you under though?
I I, I
It's
never
like
wanted to experience
it's
it.
just like a waste of like anesthesia, I feel
It's not a
like.
waste of minute. You're talking to an ex-addict. I
Oh,
love
I
being
don't
put
like
out.
that kind of stuff.
I love being put out
Oh,
and then
I've
have to lay down and nap for the rest of the day. I love it.
I don't like any of that stuff. I never had anesthesia. It is I don't think I'd like it.
I find it very relaxing.
Oh.
I mean, as intense as I can be, a day where I care about nothing. I mean, it's wonderful.
Mm. I don't like the idea of
It's
anesthesia.
wonderful. It's legal. It's prescribed. You go on, and I don't wake up the next day and go, God, I wish I had was under anesthesia.
Right.
It's
You're
just
not
a
craving
nice
it.
break.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I just never liked it. It always freaked me out.
I, I,
And the
I
older you get, you could die.
well, well, I mean, everything is potentially more dangerous the older you get.
Right.
Um, I mean, I was bowling. I mean, I could have.
And if you would have died during bowling, that would have been hilarious. Like that would have been crazy.
Now, if I had died during bowling, would you have pulled out your phone and
No,
recorded it
no.
for
I wouldn't
for
have done
for
that.
podcast content?
No, I would have talked about it. I would have gave it like a week for bereavement for everybody so I didn't look
Uh-huh.
that disrespectful. And then I'd be like, all right, now you gotta hear
Well, if I
this.
die in front of you in a public place,
But it depends how if you had a heart attack bowling, it's not funny. But if you like fell and slid down
uh-huh.
and then you died in
Okay.
like the pins or something, that'd be kind of funny.
Well, if I died in
If
front
you
of
had a
you,
heart attack, it's not that funny.
well, you could
It's
you
sad.
my
You'd have to like slip.
My
Then,
final request is no matter how I die, if I do it in front of you, that somehow it becomes podcast
well,
content
you're saying it.
and you make it funny.
You're saying it. All right. Well, it's on record.
I,
I'm not that. I'm not that crazy.
I
I'm
mean,
not that
I'm
soft.
not one of those people that hopes that
I'm not that
my
dark.
death brings a sense of tragedy to those around me.
I'm not that dark.
I'll probably feel guilty in heaven that I ruined everybody's day.
Right.
You know.
It depends how you. If it's a heart attack, it's kind of sad. But if you if you fell or like one of the kids' bowling balls hit you in the back of the head,
Hmm.
that'd be kind of funny.
What if I choked on the pizza?
Uh, is that fun? Not really.
Nah, no,
That's not really funny.
that's slow and agonizing,
Yeah, that's
actually.
sad. That's another sad one because that's scary.
But what would be a good way to die at a bowling
You
alley?
fall and you slide down the lane.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
That'd be the best way.
And wouldn't it be hilarious if one of the pins wobbled back and forth and stayed
And you
up?
don't even get a
You didn't
strike.
even get a
No, you
strike.
go in the gutter.
Uh-huh.
You don't even get anything.
Yeah, that would
You go
suck.
right to the
That would
gutter.
be embarrassing.
Yeah, then it's like
You got to at
then your
least,
grandpa would really roast you.
yeah,
He already said you sucked.
right.
And then when you
And
see
what
him, you'd be
Gritty's
like,
referring to is that my grandfather was my junior bowling coach. And at one point in my adult life, maybe a year or so before he died, he looked at me and said, "Ah, you could never do anything with a bowling
is
ball."
that traumatic? I feel like that's ingrained in your DNA and that lives with you. And
I
it
was a little
eats
disappointed,
I feel
but
like it eats away at you. I feel like you don't express how important being good at bowling is to you. Because when we played needle dick bowling, you were visibly frustrated that you sucked.
well, I at least wanted to keep it on the lane. I mean, everything was going in the gutter. I mean, I at least want to put some score up,
And then I was beating you,
and you were beating
which
me.
was crazy
Yeah.
because I'm half blind. How did that work? And I beat you both games.
Uh-huh.
That was sad.
Yeah, I know. And I look so forward
Oh, it was embarrassing.
to
It was
doing
so
that, and
embarrassing.
just like,
You were looking up YouTube videos on tips and tricks, and I'm like, bro, give it up. Just bowl, bro. We're not winning any medals today. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. But you're a better shooter than me, so you have that.
yeah, yeah,
You're a better shot. I'm not the worst shot, but I'm not the best shot. You're definitely better.
yeah, yeah. I'm surprised how well I do shoot a gun.
Why? You have bad aim?
No, I just really never did it.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
Everybody should do it. Not everybody,
No.
but most people, so most sane, normal people should do it.
Right.
Should learn how to use a gun. Is that controversial? Probably.
To some people, it is.
Most
Yeah.
people should have a gun in your home. You should be able to use it so when somebody walks in, you shoot them in the head. Is
Yeah.
that controversial to say that? I think it is.
Well, it's less controversial, I think, than it.
Depends where you live.
Yeah.
If you
I
live
mean, I know
on,
that, some people that know our family would probably disagree with that, but
now, why would you not? What is the recourse aside from shooting somebody? Let's say two guys walk in the house right now. What is the best option besides shooting them? That's what I want to know. I want to know, okay, then what? That's what I want to know. Okay, we don't have the gun
mm-hmm.
because you don't want one. By choice.
Yeah.
By choice, you don't have a gun.
Right.
What now? You got a rape whistle? What the hell are you going to do?
I don't know.
This is what pisses me off.
Uh-huh.
I grew up from like 7 years old watching these shows on like Lifetime and watching these like specials about people like families who just get slaughtered in their house on a random Thursday. Like three guys walk into a house, rape the mom, and these are real stories, not like fake stories.
Yeah.
Like three guys will walk into the house, rape the mom in front of the son, shoot the son in the head in front of the father, and then like leave the father there to remember it all or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that was ingrained in me. Like, okay, first, number one, lock your door.
Uh-huh.
Number one. And we both know we have a friend who does not lock his door.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we walked in and he was all scared.
Uh-huh.
Oh, who is that? I was like, I'm gonna come rape you now. How about that? So one made me very paranoid about locking the door,
Uh-huh.
which my whole family is. None of my family is like lax with that
Hmm.
stuff. And it also made me think you definitely need a weapon. You definitely need a firearm to deter people from taking your rectum in front of your wife or vice versa. I don't get why what fantasy land people are living in where they don't think that if something like that can happen.
Yeah. I don't know,
What are you gonna do? Tell me.
I mean, if I'm close enough to the kitchen, I know what knife I'm gonna get, you know.
Yeah, and then a lot of knife fights end up with you getting stabbed,
Well, true.
or it's very possible.
It's possible.
You don't want to do close quarter combat, and
No.
you're not trained for that. When's the last time you just When's the last time you went hand to hand with a guy? Like once?
Yeah, once years ago.
You ready for that knife to be turned around?
No, I think a lot of us live in a world where we just don't
People don't think.
worry much about it happening.
You don't got to be a worry warp, but you need to be aware. People, be aware.
I mean,
I'm not saying you
I'm
said this.
for having some kind of firearm in the house.
That's right. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Keep it away from the kids.
Hmm.
Don't be an asshole. Be smart. Learn how to use it. Don't just buy one and then don't know what to do with it either.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
Hmm.
Don't buy one and then put it in the drawer for a rainy day. That's dumb.
Yeah.
You buy one, you take it out every once in a while, you knock the dust off of it. It's a lot of fun. It's loud. It's fun.
Hmm.
And then you put it back, and then if somebody walks in, you blast them. Remember when we went shooting that time and the guy was there next to us, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed that he had all this firearm, but I can tell like he didn't really know how to use it that well. He wasn't like bad, but I could
Hmm.
just tell by certain things he was doing. I was like, he seems new. I don't want to say he was bad, but I was like, wow, this guy has like all this expensive stuff, and he's like new. Like what the hell? So when I asked him, he said that he got all this stuff after somebody ran in his house and tried to shoot him. And
Hmm.
I guess he grabbed the gun, turned it around on the guy, whatever. But like it changed his whole guy's life
Yeah.
because he almost died.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, people. Like,
Yeah.
what do we think? We're superheroes? Oh, we don't need a gun because if I'll save the day. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Especially if you're like over 40, your back is
Yeah.
bad, your knees are
There's
bad.
a story locally, um, where a guy shot somebody burglarizing his house, and he wasn't arrested because he shot the guy. He was arrested because the gun wasn't registered.
Oh, well, he's alive.
He's alive.
I wonder how much time he's gonna do.
I don't know.
5 years?
I haven't done a follow up
Well,
on
that was like
on
the
that.
guy that shot the guy in the mall, that shot the prankster,
Uh
and he
huh.
didn't get in trouble for shooting him. He got in trouble for shooting him in the mall. He got in trouble for letting off the gun in the mall.
Okay.
He didn't get in trouble for shooting the guy, and the guy deserved it. He was all up in his grill,
Uh
and
huh.
he told him, "Please leave me alone." And bang, boom.
Now did that guy die? He shot.
No, and then the kid does an interview like, "Oh, I'll do it. I would have did it
Mhm.
again. Like I like being an asshole, basically."
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said. Something like that. Like, "Oh, I'll do what I just did again." You would think. You would think surviving that would be like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
an epiphany." Wow,
Yeah. For those that didn't see that video,
it's awesome.
this young man is minding his own business. This other guy just starts harassing him. And he's like, leave me
Please,
alone, leave
please
me
leave me alone,
alone, leave me
please.
alone. And then bang.
Boom, right in the mall, right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Bam.
The guy the shooter tried to get away from the guy, and
Come
guy
on,
kept,
we don't like those clips like when the guy went in the gas station with the gun, he's gonna go rob the guy, and then the gas station clerk blew his arm off, and then the guy that had his arm blown off is running to the car screaming like a little girl. Is that not fun?
I didn't see that
That's a
video.
great clip.
Uh-huh.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah, I could never, that was one thing that really, really bothered me because I'm not sure how the law reads now in the state of New York, but when my dad was a policeman, he would tell me that, even if someone breaks into your house and you just can't come running downstairs and shoot the guy. Like you have to like be like pinned in the corner, fearing for your life, and then you could shoot him.
Why the fuck did I buy this house? I might as well just live in the street.
And but that was my point. It's just like uh, then I mean the fact that they broke in the house.
It's not enough.
Yeah, I mean in my mind it is.
Not enough in the law.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's insane.
I don't want to move down south because global warming is probably going to happen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do want to live there. I just don't want to live there now because we'll probably burn to death. But they do have some pretty good laws when it comes to that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I
They don't
mean
care. They just come clean it up.
for all intent and purposes, and we are in a good state should or when climate change becomes worse,
Right.
because we're probably going to be one of the uh, significant geographic areas that will still have water.
Oh. And we have to move more north, right? To get better, like towards Canada and all that stuff, Buffalo.
Well, this will be a good area for water.
Hmm.
And the thing is that probably the people from the south and regions that run out of water are coming here with their guns.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna
And
be
they know
wild.
that a lot of us don't have them, so
Yeah,
we're going to call this North
it's gonna
Carolina.
be an interesting time. Gonna be well. You'd be surprised who has a gun. It's just not licensed. It's not legal.
I didn't go into this episode meaning to be this apocalyptic.
When do you not mean to be apocalyptic? It's like your whole vibe.
Yeah, well,
You just like
that's
every
true.
day you wake up and you're like, wow, we're gonna get nuked
We're
tomorrow.
still here.
Here's another reason we're gonna get nuked. Here's another reason we're gonna get. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Well,
Reason
you watch that show.
800. That was one time. I watched one, but I watched one episode. Yeah, of course, I like to think about the apocalypse once in a while.
Uh,
I don't think about it every day. That would like terrify me.
yeah.
I don't like disaster movies because of that. I don't watch that stuff.
Oh,
It
okay.
freaks me out. I don't watch flood movies, storm movie, like superstorm movies,
Uh,
nuke movies. I don't like that stuff.
did you watch the one where the moon fell out of
I
its
don't want.
orbit?
Nope, I don't watch that. I don't even know about it.
I actually enjoyed that
I don't
movie,
like shit like that.
even though I thought it was a little far-fetched. But
Nope. Nope. And I didn't even finish that episode you're referring to. I stopped it after a while. I stopped it halfway
oh,
through.
you did?
I didn't finish it. I'm not gonna finish that.
Okay.
I got enough. I had
I
enough.
mean, you're the one that recommended it to me.
Why not? Why would I recommend it to you? That's your whole thing. You could have been on that show talking to them about it. You're like the doomsday clock. You're like the walking embodiment of the doomsday clock. Oh, T minus 38 seconds to doomsday.
Well, yeah, we're pretty close to that doomsday clock.
Mm-hmm. Just enjoy your Coca-Colas, everybody.
Uh-huh. So, one of the things I just wanted to mention is I want to promote the soap opera that been dropping episodes of the soap opera weekly, and we're hoping that those who have heard it. I know it's a little unpolished and a little uh, silly, and I forgot what somebody said it was. What was it?
Is it supposed to be silly?
It was stupid. Yeah, she said it was stupid. That it's supposed to be stupid.
Somebody called it stupid to your face?
Yeah. No, but she was saying it in a positive way.
Hmm.
She said she really thought it was funny.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's an interesting
yeah.
descriptor.
Uh, so yeah, the Lick of Our Lives is out there. If you go to YouTube, or actually if you go to the No Name Yet podcast channel on YouTube and go to playlists, there is a Lick of Our Lives playlist, and presently there are 11 episodes, and more episodes are to come.
If you had one guess, what were you in your last life?
I have no
Were you a
idea.
pimp? Were you a cop? Were you
Well, I have thought
a
about it.
monk?
No, I still think that if reincarnation is real, which people are going to go, how can you say that you're a
That
priest?
it's not real? Oh, they said that it is
Yeah, I'm
real?
supposed to see like, no, there's no
Oh, but
reincarnation.
they think that like one day like God's gonna come back and your literal body will rise out of the
Some
ground.
people believe that,
Okay,
yeah.
so but they understand that eventually it's totally like eaten away. They think it like regenerates like you're fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't mean to get religious, but a little far fetched.
Now,
A little bit.
let's not be
I'm just
critical.
saying, what are the chances?
I don't know,
Your
guy.
bones.
I know.
I think your spirit goes somewhere,
Hmm.
but that body, you're done. That one body, you're done. You probably went through a few. I don't think that body's gonna come back. I don't think that's what is that what it says in the Bible literally? It says that you're gonna like Jesus is gonna come back and you're gonna raise from the
But
ground.
bodily resurrection, yes.
Is that like a
I mean,
is
that's
that
part of the Apostles'
is there
Creed
something
too.
lost in translation?
I don't know. But I mean, the other thing is that you can
I mean,
look
who am
at
I? Who am I?
look at Jesus on the cross, and he says to the one thief that you will see me today. You will see me in paradise. So
What does
I mean
that mean?
that
It
kind
sounds
of
like it
leans
sounds like
more to maybe the resurrection of the soul,
yeah,
the
that seems a lot more that
immediate.
seems a lot more plausible, don't you think?
Uh, yeah, I mean, if I were to
Your great
be
grandma,
honest,
your great grandma right now doesn't even have skin. You know that?
I don't want to think
Your
about
great
that.
grandma
Yeah.
has zero skin, like all gone, like jello. You're lucky if it's jello.
Uh-huh.
That's probably eaten too.
Even after they embalm them.
Oh, it's done.
Okay.
The maggots, the maggots come. They eat the maggots. They eat away at you. You're
Hmm.
totally done. Your bones. I don't know what happens to your
But
bones
I thought
though.
you were sealed in that box.
What do you think? It's like, don't you decay?
You decay, but I mean, you're full of chemicals and you're like locked in that metal box.
I thought people decayed far more than what you're saying.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't
We
know.
could find out.
I haven't
We could
exhumed
find out.
I haven't exhumed
I
anybody.
really want to know because I thought you eventually just become like jello and bone.
Uh-huh.
Like eventually, don't you just become like nothing over centuries?
Well, the bones last a long time.
Yeah, like yeah, if you exhume somebody from like that died in the 70s, wouldn't they just be bone right now?
No, I don't think they decay that fast.
Wow.
Not in a casket.
Oh, like left out, they would.
Yeah, if they were in the ground, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, like the scene in Hamlet where the gravedigger is digging the grave and he does that soliloquy, alas, this is poor Yorick's skull. You know that I mean the way that they were doing that, apparently they just buried people in the ground on top of each other. But this gravedigger knew that this was the former court jester's skull, and Hamlet does the soliloquy, remembering York, and so I'm like thinking about the bodily resurrection. It's like what are the all the bones assemble themselves in the right order,
They come
and
back.
yeah. I mean, it's a mystery of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw the lady in Florida, she got in trouble for selling people's bones on Facebook, like parts of their bones.
No.
This is not the first time this happened.
Yeah.
There
You.
was the big Harvard scandal where the guy was, I think he was like in Harvard, he was in the morgue and he was shipping them out. He was shipping them out to people, shipping like bones and feet and shit. And then this lady was part of it. It was like a whole ring.
Uh-huh.
And now this other lady got caught in Florida selling like pieces of people's heads, pieces of like bone though. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it'd be kind of like interesting. Like I'm not like wouldn't it be kind of fun like somebody buys like a piece of your femur bone and like they want to do like a spell?
No, I wouldn't want that.
Isn't it kind of interesting? Or like some kid, like some edgelord wants to wear like your toe on like a keychain.
No.
It's kind of cool.
Why? That's grotesque.
It's not grotesque. I mean, it is, but it's like not a big deal. I mean, like I wouldn't do it, but it's like if I like found out that that happened to me, I'd be kind of, oh, that's kind of cool. It's
Well,
interesting.
I
It's
mean,
better than
I
just
mean,
laying in the ground. Like,
what has happened to civilization?
oh, here we go.
I mean,
It's kind of fun. I'm not saying I would do it, and if
uh,
you did it, I'd be like, you're weird. But it's like kind of interesting.
my
It's not a
out.
big deal. It's
Since we went down this road, I mean, my outlook for the future is not good.
because of
Uh,
this.
no, no, it just in general.
This is not like a prolific. This doesn't happen often. I don't think.
It just constantly norms are being challenged and I just really feel like our culture increasingly only uh values profit and that
What if it's a labor of love though? It's like a fun thing to do,
I don't know.
but it's like respectful.
It's not respectful.
They're not. It's not
Why do you
disrespectful.
lay that body to rest?
What does it mean? What do you mean rest? It's not resting. It's not doing anything.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know.
It's not a big deal. I would look at you weird if you did it, but I wouldn't be like, oh, like this is way out of line. Like if you just bought somebody's finger,
Uh-huh.
bone, you kept. I mean, it's kind of interesting. You know, like wouldn't it be kind of interesting, like if you bought like Hitler's skull?
Why?
That'd be kind of cool.
Why? No,
That'd be kind of sick. Or like if they sold like Gandhi's skull and you got to put it like in your room.
no. Why?
Just kind of
Why?
fun.
That's kind of
It's like the
fun,
Zach
kind of
Baggins. It's like
cool.
the Zach Baggins Museum. Like they have Dr. Kevorkian's van. You look at it. They have Charles Manson's like letters. It's just interesting.
But those aren't parts of the body.
They got his teeth. I think they're fake though. Some dentures, so it
Well,
doesn't count.
about the casket, according to Google AI, that in a casket, a body will fully decompose into skeletal remains,
Yeah.
typically within 10 to 15 years.
What I say? What did I say? I said somebody in the 70s is done by now.
It says, though this can be extended to several decades in sealed metal caskets,
Mm.
particularly if embalming is involved.
For decades?
Yes.
So maybe like 30, 40 years?
Yes.
So still, I think my theory is correct that anybody that died in the 70s is pretty much decayed now.
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about. I mean, some stuff is just out of line. Some stuff is weird. And I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying it's not that big of a deal. It's not that crazy. That's all I'm saying. It's not no reason to like, put a mugshot in the paper and all this shit, like
Uh-huh.
embarrass this lady. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, relax. Just somebody's skull
All right,
fragment.
how about some lighter material at this point?
I guess. This is
Uh,
pretty light.
yeah. And to say that, my outlook on the future, I'm kind of glad that I'm 57 years old, that I may not succumb to, some of the electronic implants that Elon Musk
Oh,
wants.
you already got one. That watch. You're halfway there. Halfway there with that stupid Apple Watch, please. You might as well get the chip.
So I thought I was looking at a box of Girl Scout cookies at work.
I can't wait to see how this ties together.
I'm just going to a bit. That's it. Just changing the subject.
Well, how does Girl Scout cookies? Yeah, good.
Well, so I'm looking at the Girl Scout cookies, and in particular, I was looking at the Thin Mints,
We're full of apparently like lead and stuff.
and I'm like, what if you looked at the names of Girl Scout cookies and used them as insults?
Yeah, call somebody a thin mint.
Yeah.
That sounds like some shit a British guy would
Like
say.
she's a real thin
That
mint.
sounds like something like in the UK would say, which means it's corny. You're a thin mint.
Like their family's a bunch of trefoils.
That sounds racist.
Really, you
That
think it's
sounds
not racist?
trefoil. That sounds like it's too far.
I
I don't
think
know what it means, but it made me feel uncomfortable.
really it made
You
you
call
feel
me a
uncomfortable.
trefoil, we're
I
gonna
would
have.
say it would be like a bunch of
I
hippies.
don't know. I don't like it.
No,
Seems racist.
how about
I don't know to what race, by the way. It just sounds harsh.
like rolling your eyes and say, "Oh my God, she's toffee-tastic."
I'd say, what the fuck? Toffee tastic? Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, I know,
Tastic is like a good
but you got to be.
positive.
It's really sarcastic, you know.
Nah, that's not.
No,
That doesn't work.
no. Well, he's a real tag-along.
Oh yeah, you're like yeah. I mean, that sounds like it would be like
Yeah, yeah,
you're like up people's ass.
yeah, yeah. Uh, how would you use s'mores?
S'mores? I don't
Yeah,
think you really. It has a positive connotation. S'mores are great. You can't call
you could
somebody.
be greedy. Oh, here comes Mr. S'mores.
Nah, that sounds like a fun guy. I like that guy. Here comes Mr. S'mores. I'd be like, hell yeah, I love that guy. Mr. S'more sounds mad cool. Sounds like a big fat
You
jolly.
are a real do-say-do.
Why'd you say like a French word? Do say do?
Do-si-do.
Yeah.
You're a real do-si-do.
Nah, it doesn't work.
No,
Nah.
well,
Sounds like some shit they call you at Texas Roadhouse.
maybe. How about Samoa?
I mean, that's a place.
Yeah, yeah.
And Samoans are cool. I wouldn't be upset if you called me a Samoan.
Okay. And I guess the only one would be she's a real adventureful.
I don't know. It sounds like you're talking about like a little kid who's just like brave. Like a brave little kid. Or like
Uh
a wacky kid.
yeah,
Adventureful? Yeah, it sounds like my niece. She's just like an adventureful.
yeah.
She's just wild.
I
What's
think
the other one with the peanut butter? What's that called?
the other one with the peanut butter.
Yeah. There's the peanut butter one.
Those are
No,
tagalongs.
there's another one.
Oh.
There's another peanut butter one, right? Not the
Oh yeah.
tagalongs.
Do-si-do.
You sure?
Yeah, that's the peanut butter sandwich
There's
cookie.
no other peanut butter one?
Nope.
I thought it had peanut in the name.
Well, they call the tagalongs peanut butter patties.
Hmm. All right, I'll take your word for it. Peanut butter patty. I never ate that. Huh.
And I didn't know they had this, but they have a caramel chocolate chip cookie too. It's gluten free.
Oh, wonderful.
So I think Thin Mint is the best one, to be honest.
It could go both ways. If
He's a
somebody, I
good
mean,
Thin Mint.
it could go. I mean, some people might see it as a compliment. Like if you have anorexia or something, or you have like you want to be that thin.
Uh-huh.
You know, you call like an anorexic person or somebody with like bulimia, like they probably think that, oh, this is sick. Like, thanks.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't like it.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be that thin. I used to be a thin. I didn't like that.
Well, I think that the Girl Scouts should come out with a new cookie. There'll be another mint
Called the
flavored. Call
gotta bleep that.
it. I call it radioactive fallout.
Okay. Well, some may say that is what it is with the ingredients that they just found. It's like full of like they'll have a lead in it or something like that.
Oh, they found that in Girl
Look it
Scout
up. Look
cookies?
it up right now. You got the computer. They said something about they found like we were talking about it with Joe, and he said, I don't care. I don't think anybody's gonna care. It was like, yeah, like some elevated level of metal or something. Which what doesn't have it? I mean, it's honestly sad that you can't even give your baby formula now because every formula has lead and metals and all this other crap. So does it really matter?
Let's see. It's
Something about lead.
yeah, it's dated April 11th, 2025, and AI says in a self-published article, the groups contend, I don't know what group, that Girl Scout cookies contain extremely concerning levels of toxic contaminants, including glyphosate, a widely used pesticide,
Whoa.
aluminum, mercury, cadmium, and lead.
There's your nuclear fallout cookie right there. There you go.
And then there's uh, I guess there's a release by the girlscouts.org about the cookies being safe to eat.
Hmm.
Oh, is this the group that said this? It's in chemical engineering news.
What is safe? Nothing is safe. We're all screwed, no
It's
matter what
I
you
guess
do.
the article was published by GMO Science and moms moms across America.
There you go. Real trustworthy people.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing for me right now. That really all this information that I look up on the internet and now even the people that I've listened to for a long time, the independent journalists, it's just like I don't know what to believe. It's just all a bunch of
I believe that though.
I just look at it as a bunch of trash.
I believe that the cookies are filled of all of that stuff. What isn't? They constantly tell you about the baby formula. They constantly tell you about water
Yeah.
and everything else. So why not?
Well, I just figured that the people that are running this world are going to continue to do whatever they want with impunity, and that it's a luck of the draw whether you, as a person with a certain genetic makeup, in the choices that you make, it's just a crapshoot if you're going to survive this a long time, given the contamination or not.
I thought we were on lighter topics. That's
Uh,
pretty dark.
Yeah.
I thought we were on lighter stuff.
Well, you're the one that brought up the heavy metals in the Girl Scout
I was
cookie.
trying to be informative.
Uh-huh.
So when you see those little kids outside of Walmart, you go, you throw stuff at them instead of buying the stuff. They're trying to poison you.
Well, apparently they should be arrested.
They arrest them, all of them.
Arrest all the Girl Scouts.
Guantanamo Bay. They're
Y-
opening Alcatraz back up. Throw them all in Alcatraz.
Yep.
When you see your local Girl Scouts outside of Walmart, lock them up.
Yep.
911. Call them up. Ring
Get
them
a little
up.
boat and you go by Alcatraz every night. You'll see all the girls roasting marshmallows around a fire.
Yep. Yep. Only the ones that are on good behavior though. There's some that are in the hole. Some are in the hole.
Over on Pier 39, there'll be a little store of all the
Lock them up, dude.
all the crafts that the little Girl Scouts are
Yeah,
making.
you could buy them.
They sell them, yeah.
You could buy them so they could buy little TVs and like ramen
Yeah.
and stuff.
They'll go into their
Hair
commissary
bands.
account. Yeah.
I don't see why not. They're trying to poison you.
Yeah.
Poison you with a smile. Oh, you want to tag along?
Yeah.
No. No.
And then you're dragging your stupefied son and daughter from all the lead
I'm
contamination.
still gonna buy the lemon ones though. I like those.
Yeah.
I'll buy the lemon ones like on the black market. I'll buy that. Those are really good. And the Stamos are pretty good too.
So what food would you be completely devastated if they said this food is so toxic that just eating it once is going to
Uh Soda or iced tea.
okay.
Like peach ice, like marketed like Snapple or Arizona or something. But definitely soda.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely soda. I mean, it's definitely not good at all.
Yeah.
But if they were like, "Oh, you're gonna die for sure,"
Yeah.
I'd be really upset.
Yeah.
I live off of that stuff.
I would be upset with have to be two products. Coffee and half.
Right. Well, they say coffee's not good for you. The way they do it now with the chemicals and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's not. There's all kind of stuff and the poison and this and that. The way they do it. I mean, now you have what do they call it? Like different levels of coffee now. They have the regular like Folgers, and then they have all these different now these all these different like categories that you see on the box. Like it's I forgot what they there's like these different like levels to it now where it's like this was raised we buy this from the farmer. I forgot what they call it. But they're like we guarantee you we buy this from the farmer. We don't buy this from like a big brand or something like that. And there's just
Like fair
all these
trade
labels,
coffee?
yeah, fair trade. It's like they have that. They have all these different things that reassure you that you're buying good coffee now.
Uh-huh.
So even that, can't even drink coffee.
No.
You gotta buy an $8, $20 bag.
It's really hard getting older. It really is.
You telling me?
Like when I just remember, when I was a kid, like watching TV commercials, like Folgers. I mean, and that's Folgers was the one that was mountain grown, right? I mean, and then as time goes on, you learn that like a lot of the clearing of the rainforest, which produce a lot of oxygen for the planet. They clear that, and then they would plant coffee fields. But really, coffee is supposed to grow in the mountains.
Right,
It's not supposed to be like at a field.
right.
And so you look at these, brands that used to mean something, and like it just leaves you to wonder, like this brand probably doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just probably factory farmed and there's a bunch of chemicals in it. So does, Folgers really mean anything? Like I have a Kenmore uh air conditioner. It's 26 years old, and I'm gonna put it in my window for the 26th summer, and it's gonna keep my room cold. Kenmore used to mean something. I mean, Steers is gone
Right.
now,
I've not seen a Sears in forever.
but I mean, so like, what brands even mean anything? You buy, you even buy high end brands, and so it's made overseas, and like a brand slaps its name on it, um, and then like some higher brands, is Denali
I don't remember.
a brand? There's one we had what do you call it? A dehumidifier with this higher end. It's supposed to be higher end brand, and the thing sucked. I mean, it was just we could have just bought like some Chinese thing from. That wasn't disparaging the Chinese, but it's just something off of
Yeah, because they
Walmart
make great stuff.
Walmart
We
shelf.
don't want to confuse the people. The Chinese make fantastic stuff.
Well,
We don't want to seem we don't want to be like that. They make really good stuff.
they do make some good stuff.
Oh, great, yeah, really,
I mean, the cars they're making now are
fantastic, yeah,
apparently
everything.
really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lead the toys and dog foods, really top of the line shit.
Well,
Well,
that was like 10 years ago.
it's not happening right now.
I don't
Is that
know if
happening
it's
right now?
happening
Really,
now.
really? Timu and Sheen is like guaranteed they have all those chemicals on that shit. Like my mom couldn't even use the purse that she bought because of the chemical smell on it from Timu and Sheen.
Oh, really?
Let's get real. Let's get real. Chinese, they upgraded the standards for
Like,
what? For what? Yeah, okay. The reason I think it's hard getting old is because you mentioned the Folgers commercials. Those are great commercials. Folgers and like Betty Crocker and all these like old commercials because they reinforce the gender roles and it was like the woman's in the kitchen and she's like cooking and she's like subservient and she's like doesn't say much and she's like like oh like wait like I miss those kind of commercials. They really reinforced the way things need to be.
okay, all right.
That's what I miss
Well,
about
you
them.
heard it straight from Gritty's
Now
mouth.
every commercial, it's like, oh, like it's just like everybody's different now, and like we're strong and independent. And it's like, all right,
Every couple's an interracial
every couple's
couple.
in a race. Not there's nothing wrong with that. I'm Italian and Puerto Rican, so
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But it's just not classic anymore. Classic America.
So we took like a white supremacist and misogynist turn.
Not white supremacist. I didn't say it couldn't be a black woman in the kitchen being subservient to her husband. She just has to be subservient to her husband. I don't care if she's fucking Chinese or Filipino. I don't care what she is. I never
Okay.
mentioned race. You mentioned race. I didn't say a white woman or a white family. Doesn't matter the race. I'm just saying the roles here, you know?
I don't know. And then
She
speaking
wasn't
about
like,
that,
oh,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna order a pizza. You never saw that.
uh-huh.
It was always like, what do you want? Like, I'm making this thing. I'm making dinner. Something like that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just going to leave that there. Leave it alone.
You don't want to add to that?
I don't want to add to that.
Right.
Well, I think we've been talking long enough. What do you think?
I think so.
So I encourage everybody to check out Lick of Our Lives. There are 11 episodes as to the recording of this podcast. And going to try to get some more podcasts out there. And I may be leaning to audio only, but we'll wait and we will see.
We will see.
So God bless everybody. Good night.